Hello. Today's gonna be like a little bit of a story time explaining some ideas and conversations I've had with people over the years. And to be honest, they're kind of recent at the moment because of the fact that I don't exactly remember a lot of them from like years and years and years ago, which is understandable, obviously, because you get caught up in time and you lose a lot of that. But anyway, to start off, I have a few good friends and a few past people, and one of them that I would like to, you know, shout out, I guess, is Jurgen. Jurgen's been a very close friend of mine for many years now, pushing 5 actually in 2021. So, hello, Jurgen, if you're watching. He's been super supportive of my art and he's been through hell with me in the last few years, and I'll tell you, hell. Anyway, so there's a few funny memories with him because the fact that I remember when, like, I think it was last year when I lost internet from June to September, I had to use data for a little while, and I had thought, um, my provider gave me 3 gigs. I thought. I had assumed because of the fact I didn't fully read the message that they had messaged me. And so I FaceTimed with my friend here again last summer for 3.5 hours strictly on data and blew through all of my 4.5 gigabytes of data. And that was sad, but it was so worth it. Me and him were laughing so hard, and we just talked about everything together. And he's been always there for me, even when I wasn't exactly the nicest person. He was still there and he loved me through it. So I appreciate that like crazy. But then from Jurgen, a few months later, I met somebody. Uh, I met somebody named Elliot, and Elliot's been around for about 8 months now, close to, and he's a sweetheart. I love him, and me and him have a really weird relationship because of the fact that we'll just sit there and laugh about anything, absolutely anything on the planet. And you know, we do a little like he does a little bit of weird things. Like the most recent weird thing he's ever done was sent me a photo of him in the shower, not nude or anything, just he edited in a nude woman's chest over his, and you don't understand how many times I've laughed at that photo. I'm not gonna show you because it's breasts, but oh, it's just funny to think about because you would never expect it. And me and him, we play Xbox together. He doesn't play very often because his mom doesn't exactly enjoy him being on the Xbox during the week for the most part, while school's still in. And me and him have this clan with another friend of ours. It's the BWH clan. And my name for that is BWH Aves. And the meaning behind that entire clan is birds with hats, and Aves is a scientific word for birds. And his is ostrich, and it's great. Okay, it's awesome. It's the funniest clan I've ever been in my life. But anyway, to move on from that, when I was in sixth grade, fifth, sixth, and seventh grade, there's this girl that I was only friends with for the most part named Haley. She draws as well. I remember me and her were getting teased and bullied by the same guy, and I remember one day they got on her nerves so badly. She straight up picked up a trash can, a metal one, and threw it at this kid, and then ended up throwing a desk at him too later in grade 7. Yes, grade 7. Threw one of those like desks with like the chair connected to it, the metal pole, completely yeeted it at him, and oh my goodness, nobody messed with her and nobody messed with me because she is so aggressive, but I love her. She's so sweet. She's big into her anime as well. And on the topic of, mean people, there was this person when I was playing Siege, about 3 weeks ago. I had this username. fat baby fetus, and it ended up getting spam reported by a Christian homophobe. Yes, who was very racist. He spam reported my username, got my fat baby fetus account banned, like the username banned. So they gave me a free name change. And they didn't expect this, okay? I bamboozled them. So I chose as a second username from the free give, Ended Me Dad. I don't know which was worse. Oh my goodness. Uh, okay, so with Fat Baby Fetus, around that time, I met somebody that I'm still friends with to today. His name's Ben. He's a little redhead from Scotland, and the craziest kid I know, okay? He's such a sweetheart, and he means nothing but the best, just to have a laugh, but he's so sweet. And we all have this thing, me, Ben, and Carson. Carson's another one of my friends. We all have this thing, um, called Odds On. It's like a I dare you thing, but you have to do it, you know? And so we've odds on him a few different weird things just to test if he was actually gonna do it. I'm not gonna name them, but you can already envision it. It's very weird. Oh. And on that topic, I remember we were all FaceTiming, and he was going to the bathroom, taking a flaming dump on the toilet on our FaceTime call. And I don't I don't I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, he's so freaking hilarious. And after that, the next FaceTime call we had, um, he decided to moon us in the chat, in our group chat, when we were on a FaceTime call again. And I've never been so horrified, like, ever. I couldn't help but look away. I was crying, like, not literally, but you know what I mean. And on those weird odds-on thing, the odds-on topic, I had a group of friends way back in the years. I'm gonna say when I was nearly 13, 14 years old, which was about 3 years ago. And I had this group of friends, and they knew I drawed. Like, they know I drew a lot, and I loved it. It was a big part of my life back then and now. And they dared me to draw something. Um, it's not exactly something I've posted because of the fact that it's so lewd. It's basically a fan art of Siege, game I'm in love with, and it's basically hentai of Frostvalk and Ella. Don't I'm not I have no words, okay? I have no words at all. You don't understand the regret that I have of even drawing that ever. And I still have that drawing, actually. And on the good side, and less funny thing, but more cute, I guess, was when I was about 10, like 6 through 10 years old, well 13, honestly. We had this like whole tradition thing that every Sunday or Saturday, depending on the day, we would go out with my brother, my whole family, my brother, my mom, my dad, me, and my dog. And back then we had Scooter, which is a dog that passed away in 2014. Loved her to death. She's just a little dog, really cute, blonde and white. She had a really fluffy tail as well. But anyway, we had this old van that used to hold all of us, and it was kind of breaking down. It's an Equinox. It was kind of bad, but it worked. We always got hot chocolate at the local Irving that we had, and sometimes I would get a cookie, because I'm the favorite. And we would go up to our camping bus, which is literally just a bus, like a tour bus, and we'd just go up there. and we'd sit and enjoy our like coffee or our hot chocolate because I wasn't allowed to drink coffee back then, and it was great. Okay, it was one of the best memories that I've have of all of us together, and we used to let our dog Scooter run up behind us. We let her out at the bottom of the hill because it was quite a steep hill, quite a long hill, and we used to let her out at the bottom and then drive and let her run behind us to give her some like exercise and like get some of those beans out, you know. And it's not like we were going fast enough to hurt her or hit her. She was always usually behind us because she's like, I know you're not going to drive off without me. You love me too much. And she was right. And ever since that memory, I met my friends, George and Ben, when I was 10 on April 10th at 10 o'clock at night. I was 10 years old, obviously, so you know. It was a big moment in my life because they're the oldest friends and the first people that genuinely like were my friends, which is great, you know. And ever since that day, I love them to death. We don't talk often because we live in two different time zones, and you know, they have a life, I have a life. It's a mutual thing. It's not like we don't talk to each other out of pure hate. And every time that I talk to Ben, it feels like we never stop talking because he's so friendly and he's so lovely. Like, we had this plan when I was 11 years old because ever since I was 8 years old, I've always wanted to move to England. That's been my dream. I wanted to pursue art there. I wanted to live there and die there. That's been my dream. I don't have an explanation to why, but I love it. I love England. I love the rain. I love everything. I love the culture. People are like, "Oh, England sucks." But it's like, "No, it's cuz you live there." I think Canada sucks because I live here, but everybody wants to move here. Like, you know, you see my point? And we had this idea that me and Ben wanted to both be artists in some sort of field. Like, he wanted to be a tattoo artist and I just wanted to be an illustration artist. And we had this whole plan that we were gonna move in together and you know, we were gonna pursue our dreams together, you know, and I hope someday that I do get to meet him and George. I do. I really do. That's kind of on my bucket list. I have a few people I want to meet because they've been really close friends with me for a very long time and they've been through big parts of my life, which, you know, why wouldn't you want to meet them? And to add a little bit of fun fact about me, I have this hat. It's a squid. It's a squid hat. And I'll leave a picture right here. And it's it's so long. I spent $11 on it at Disneyland when I was in grade 8, so about 3 years ago now. And I don't regret it at all. It's like, you know, it's kind of like it's me because my nickname's Squid and all of my accounts are Squid. The nickname came from the fact that when I was younger, when I was a baby, my brother didn't want to hold me because he thought I was a squid and he was begging my parents to name me Squid, which, you know, that's a pretty good backstory, you know, because he didn't want to touch me because he thought I was squirmy and I thought I was a squid. So that's where the nickname comes from, and that's why all my accounts are called Squid. Anyway, I also have this panda bear that I got in 2018 from my brother, my older brother, and it's 4.5 feet to 5 feet tall, and he's big. Okay, he's massive. He's bigger than me. Best cuddle buddy I've ever had in my life. Okay, we don't need no men. We don't need no women. We don't need nobody. We have the ultimate cuddles. Okay, it's really weird, but at the same time, it means a lot because of the fact that I really don't sleep unless I'm able to cuddle with him because of the fact that I have anxiety. And it just kind of, it's soothing. You know, it's just nice, I guess, because he's really fluffy and thick, and he's just a great pillow, okay? Even though I have like 800 on my bed. But the whole idea of this entire thing was just to tell you that for my entire life, I thought digestion lasted 30 minutes because of the saying, don't swim, like, after eating, like, for 30 minutes after eating. I'm serious. And I just found that out a week ago, that it takes, like, 12 hours, apparently. Call me dumb all you want. I just didn't care. I didn't care. I just asked a random question, hoping that I wouldn't be a moron, but, you know, what can you do? But I just wanted to give you a little bit of insight, I guess, to like what my humorous past looks like, because I am humorous, okay? I'm like the best for comedy. Like those are just a bit of my memories that I have that I would love to share more with you. If you are interested in listening to any more of my stupid memories, please comment below. I would absolutely love to do this again. I have so many more, and they're way funnier because I'm just trying to test out a few different genres of audios and stuff like that. And I want your guys' opinion. 100%. I need and want your opinion, and I will totally 100% listen to it. So I hope you did like this overlay, I guess, and this little speed paint in the background. I hope you liked these memories and, how to laugh. Comment what your favorite one is, please. Comment your favorite memory. I'd love to know. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day.